This is the hiKin Podcast Network. Look for new episodes of the Grand Canyon Hiker Dude Show on Wednesdays, Tales from Below on Fridays, and hiking meditations in my separate show, Sacred Steps, on Sundays. hiKin. Together we roam.
There's a phrase you hear and see plenty down in the canyon. Down is optional. Up is mandatory. And it's true. It's an unforgiving place without shortcuts. If you struggle, but your life's not in danger, there's no one coming for you. No mule rides, no helicopter. In the canyon, you've made the choice to be there, and it's typically up to you to get yourself out. Sometimes your plans have to change to avoid putting yourself in jeopardy, which can lead to an internal debate. A wise one to have with yourself. A choice that says, I could, but should I? My name is Brian Special, and this is the story of one hiker, Alan Fletcher, who made the right call when it counted.
hiKin Grand Canyon Tales from Below is brought to you by hiKin. Hiking plus kinship. That's hiKin. Join the conversation in our hiKin Grand Canyon Facebook group or at hikin.club. That's hiKin, HIKIN.club.
Alan's son was supposed to join him, but a running injury forced him to pull out at the last minute. So at 1:30 in the morning, after 4 hours of rough sleep, Alan laced up alone on the South Rim. He started down South Kaibab at 2:01 a.m. 48 degrees, stars above, silence all around. It was his first time night hiking in the canyon, and it was magic. Headlamps appeared like fireflies in the dark. He passed 10 or so hikers, many on rim-to-rim journeys themselves, some fresh, some fried. And every one of them was kind. He hit Black Bridge in 2 hours, 17 minutes. Phantom Ranch a little after that. It was barely past 4:30 a.m., and the canyon was just starting to stir. On North Kaibab, the world changed again. The sun came in over the walls. Water danced through Bright Angel Creek. And Alan found his rhythm. Past Cottonwood Campground in under 5 hours. At Manzanita Rest Area just 32 minutes later. He was ahead of pace, feeling good. He soaked his shirt, topped off 5 liters of water. And at 7:56 a.m., he started climbing. Now, if you've never gone up North Kaibab, there's something you should know. It feels relatively flat for the first 8.5 miles, but that changes immediately at Manzanita. It's all uphill from there, 3,600 vertical feet to gain over those last 5.4 miles, and Alan felt it. Within minutes, his heart rate shot up, over 160, much higher than his normal, but he kept going, because that's what you do, right? You don't stop in the canyon. You don't give up. But the climb didn't ease up. His heart rate stayed high. His legs got heavy. What had been a strong, steady hike turned into a crawl. He made the North Rim, eventually, surfacing at 10:30 a.m. Had his picture taken at the trailhead, and later said the photo had him looking far fresher and far better than he really felt. Alan had just finished a solo rim-to-rim in 8.5 hours. By most standards, a very fast hiking pace, and a big accomplishment. But he wasn't done. You see, the plan was rim-to-rim to rim, an out and back, a full canyon double crossing. He'd made it to the North Rim. Now, it was time to turn around and go right back. Except something didn't feel right. And here's where that internal debate began. The sun was rising. The forecast, 90+ degrees on the return, made all the more daunting and potentially dangerous by the relentless sun exposure. His heart had been working too hard, and Alan couldn't stop thinking about a hiker, not much older than him, who died the week before, right there, just down the trail from where he now stood. So he stopped, He sat with it. He ran through the scenarios. And then he made his decision. Not out of fear, not out of ego, but out of wisdom. He called it. He'd done his first rim to rim, and that was enough. The R3 would have to wait, hopefully soon, this time with his son. Imagine the celebration when they finally finish it off together. Now, the day did not end in regret. It ended on the veranda of Grand Canyon Lodge with a cold beer and a view that few will ever earn. He secured a spot on the Trans-Canyon Shuttle and made his way back to where he started, a 4.5-hour drive to the South Rim. And if you ask Alan today, he'll tell you the same thing. It didn't go quite as planned, but I consider it a total success. Because sometimes, the courageous move isn't the one that exposes you to unnecessary risk. It's the one that puts safety first. The only one of the two that guarantees you'll live to hike another day. You've been listening to hiKin Grand Canyon, Tales from Below, brought to you by hiKin. Hiking plus kinship, that's hiKin. Every story in Tales from Below comes directly from your trip reports posted in our hiKin Grand Canyon Facebook group. Be a part of the conversation there or at our website, hikin.club. That's hikin, HIKIN.club. My name is Brian Special. Until next time, hike smart, avoid the heat, and never underestimate the canyon.